So this is a special edition from the second row.
The first of several.
Right, exactly. And it's a candidate interview, candidate counsel at large interview. And the reason we were doing it is because it's unfortunate the FCC no longer has a political fairness doctrine that will require political points of view in other languages to be broadcast in a local political environment. In an effort to try and resolve this issue, LCAT is going to attempt to interview political candidates for office in Lawrence, Mass. In the English language. An invitation will be sent to all the candidates for counsel at large in the following manner. Candidates running for office: Freddie Diaz, John Regal, Nelson Rosario, and Rich Russell will be offered time to respond to the same series of questions in English. Incumbent at-large counsels will be given the opportunity to answer the same questions after the primary election, as it is assumed they will be the top 3 vote-getters. The presence of candidate Russell does present a problem. The only question he will be aware of is one regarding the LCAT/City of Lawrence situation. He will be the first candidate to answer the question so as to prevent him from knowing what the other questions might be. The other questions will be made up by myself, and hopefully there are 5 questions for the candidates to answer in a 3 to 4 minute time frame. I'll be posing questions to each candidate with Rich Russell playing timekeeper on the questions. First of all, we want to start off with a biography of Mr. Russell. So if you want to just tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay, biography. Don't hold it against me. I was born and raised in Lynn, Massachusetts. I am several weeks short of my 79th birthday. I attended Lynn English High. Spanish was just being phased in as a second or third language at the time. I opted to stay with Latin. I attended Northeastern, got into the civil engineering program. At the time, they had a good cooperative education thing. I got placed in a work environment involving land surveying and civil engineering, which I ultimately loved. Didn't do me any good financially in the long run, but I enjoyed what I was doing. I worked railroads, I worked around live third rails on the subway, I worked around highways. I have survived almost 60 years of doing it. I still work part-time. I ended up living in Lynn, Nahant, and ultimately Salem, Mass. Was basically forced to move because I opened my mouth about my work ethics, and I could not find a job during the big dig. I spent 10 years, as my wife at the time called it, in a cultural vacuum. Sussex County, Delaware, lower Delaware. Moved back 2001, bought a house on Cross Street. That's where I live. My wife no longer with me, but again, that's a mixed emotion thing because if she was still with me, I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing. Quite honestly, most men, their wives have reins on them. So, I mean, I'm not afraid to open my mouth and say what I want. I know what the legal restrictions are, and that's the way it stands right now. I see something's wrong, I'm going to say it.
Right.
If I see something can be improved, I'm going to try my damnedest to do it. So other than that,
that's
fire away, young lady.
Okay. So question number 1, what are your thoughts on the LCAT/City of Lawrence situation?
Okay. Now, first of all, we have to throw out the disclaimer. Both you and I are on LCAT's board of directors. Right. Okay. So, but that notwithstanding, we are both taxpayers. We both subscribe to a cable TV service.
Right.
We do pay the required licensing fees and franchise fees and everything, which the city gets.
Yeah.
Okay, and the amount of money they get is a staggering amount. I think the last time I looked, there was like 10 or 12,000 people who were paying these cable fees to the city.
Yeah.
Goes to the city. The city is supposed to distribute it. The cable that LCAT was part of the PEG, political, educational, and government.
Right.
no, I'm sorry, public, educational, and government. I have no issue with what the educational system does with this
Right.
share of the money. We at LCAT at the time were doing the political broadcasting of the council meetings and subcommittee meetings and whatever other meetings were deemed required.
Right.
And we were doing public events,
Right.
Feast of the Three Saints,
Anything the
parades.
city
Yeah.
did. Yeah, still
Yeah,
do.
we're still
And we
doing it.
still do.
And we had access to either one of the Channel 8 or Channel 22.
I think Channel 8 was the public.
The contract for LCAT with the city expired, if I'm not mistaken, in 2017. It was never renewed. Okay, now it's our understanding that a contract that is not renewed, it wasn't terminated, it was
Right.
not renewed, that contract is still in effect.
Right.
Okay, we should be still working, LCAT should be still working under that contract. We are not. A year and a half ago, in late winter of 2024, we were terminated with the city. We don't get any money. The amount of money we were getting from the city was, what was it, about $130,000, $150,000 a year. That money doesn't come to us.
No.
The city is not providing anything in the way of public broadcasting.
Right.
Okay, if LCAT still had the public broadcasting, I could come in here and I could say to the staff here, hey, Tom Spitolari, I want to do a program on making slingshots. They would give me the time. Who do I go into City Hall to do that? Duh.
No one.
It is what it is. The city refuses to answer, right? They were withholding all the money. I see no use of them withholding 1/3 of the money. What's it being used for? When LCAT got terminated from doing the public broadcasting, or not the public, the political, the government,
Demonstration, right.
the city brought in brand new equipment. Now, it's my understanding that that a government agency cannot participate as a provider. It has to be a private entity
That's be nonprofit.
as a
I'm sorry.
nonprofit. Well, we know the city is not a nonprofit. And again, where is our money going? That's where I stand on that. I want answers about this. And,
Yeah. And the fact that, look at how many events that they're taping at least 95% of the events in the city of Lawrence, even though they're not getting paid.
Yeah.
And how many people you've gone to events and said,
Yep.
I couldn't watch the fireworks. I
Yep.
couldn't watch an event because it's not on Channel 8 is blank.
And these events, they don't have to watch it live. They could have gone into LCAT's library and pulled
Yep.
it up.
Exactly.
They can do it now.
Let's face it, you can do a Facebook,
Yeah.
or you can do it YouTube. How many older people know even how to do YouTube
Yeah.
or Facebook?
Yeah,
They want to be able to turn their TV on,
Yes.
hit Channel 8 and say, oh, look there's the Feast of the Three Saints. Oh, look
and
fireworks.
And Channel 8 used to have a running thing of, this is when this program will
Yep.
be shown again. And they could,
And they used to show movies too.
yeah.
Yeah,
But again,
take it away.
they're getting 1/3 of the fees that
Yep.
you and I pay.
Yep,
And I don't like that. I want to know where the money's going.
Right.
And what's going to be done to resolve it.
right.
But again, duh
Yep.
does the word.
Okay, so now let's do some educational issues.
Yeah.
Should the city attempt to home rule petition the school committee back to the way it was?
Yes. I am an avowed constitutionalist, and I believe that the Constitution, one man, one vote. Not 3, and then you're gonna appoint 3 people that you want. I mean, I digress by saying there's too many people that have been appointed in positions that are not qualified for. And this isn't strictly the education.
Right.
Well, what I apologize for the language. I apologize for saying this, but it's the truth. What kind of a crap show did we go through with a mayor and a hissy fit to get the school superintendent? I mean, somebody that wasn't, well, again, maybe he was qualified, but all the background drama was not worthy of what the city of Lawrence deserves.
No.
But again,
Whatever.
you know, I am not overjoyed with the state law that forces us to sign the check that the school system gives to us.
Right.
I'm not overjoyed with the fact that the city is responsible for building maintenance of all of these buildings. I'm not overjoyed with the fact of, I know I'm going to digress on this. I'm not overjoyed with the process, the financing process for the Oliver and the Leahy School, where they took the ARPA money, ARPA, American Recovery Plan Act. Oh, I'm sorry, once the politicians got really involved in it, another robbery politically authorized. In another thing that I do, I work in a food pantry during COVID. I was getting COVID tested every 2 weeks. I had well over 50 tests. I froze my ass off up at Manchester Park, standing in line, because that was the only one that they had open. 10 degrees, but I had to do it because I wanted to protect the people I was serving, the veterans. The COVID money, the ARPA money, should have been distributed, if only $10. But no, they took, the state said, hey, you can take this money and you can use it to help defray the cost of the schools. That money defrayed years of lack of maintenance that the city put off. Okay? Am I overjoyed with the school system? School system can't even teach males how to wear their pants properly. Okay? Don't get me wrong, the school system is doing a good job. For the past, 5 years or so, I've gone to the Lawrence High banquet, and I see the people there that are getting scholarships, they're worthy people. And it's not a case of, well, you get one, I see people getting 3 or 4 different scholarships.
Right.
So the system is good, but I don't like the system the way it is. What can I say?
So knowing that the city council has no control over the LPS budget other than giving them what they want, what would you suggest to give better financial control over the LPS?
I would like to see them be forced to come up and defend their budget request in front of the council.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody else, seems to get taken over the coals. I mean, why should they be exempt? I mean, and there's other issues with the school system that I'm not overjoyed with. I'm not particularly overjoyed with the fact that the Mass Teachers Union is probably the most powerful union in the state. I know, I don't care about getting union support. It is what it is. But they got the state law that says there's nothing you can force. If you wanted to make city employees live in the community, you can't force the school teachers because it's state law.
Right.
Again, I say this, the union officials, hey, let's go out and have a couple of drinks. What steakhouse do you want to go to? And you can listen to my proposition about this.
Yeah.
Politicians make laws for politicians to help their friends. They don't make laws to help the people. The people that elected them. But again, it is what,
I know. Okay, should the city council have more control over the school system's curriculum?
Not really. I mean, I've seen several city councilors there that, in my years of attending city council meetings, that I don't want to say that their concerns were petty, but that, do you want to hire a brain surgeon to cut your lawn?
I know.
That's basically the easiest analogy to come up with. If there was somebody that was from the educational process on the city council, but that can't happen because of the law that says you can't be drawing 2 paychecks.
Right.
And you cannot refuse 1 paycheck.
Right.
Even though you refuse it, it's been tried and it's been shot down in court. There's no way that the city council really can have any impact on the thing. Every educational requirement comes from the state.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Now we're going to go into public safety issues. Quality of life issues, noise, public drinking, and drug use.
Okay. Well, let's start with public safety issues. I don't know how well this is going to get it, but this is a map of the city of Lawrence, and it's covered with blue dots. I'm trying to think how many blue dots it has. I'm not even going to bother counting it, but those are the locations of the blue lights from December 1st, December 15th through April 1st.
Right.
That time frame, we should call Lawrence Kmartville. Okay?
I remember the blue dots. What do you mean? I remember the blue dots.
I don't think people should be forced to get in their car in the wintertime to drive to a location to see if the blue light is on. Parking, I live in North Lawrence. Parking in North Lawrence, for lack of a better technical word, sucks. There is none.
Right.
Okay? Why should somebody be forced to drive to see a blue light and come back to find out that where they were parked was good, but they can't park there anymore?
Because someone else has.
Somebody else has it. I would like to see that change done. Let's see, what else have we got there?
The noise.
Noise, we do have an agenda item coming up tomorrow night on the agenda. They want to put some teeth in the noise ordinance. Put some teeth in it. I have done research on it. The normal cutoff decibel limit is 70 decibels. Anything above 70 decibels is annoying, to say the least. I know what the Lawrence law is. I in the past have called and I had 2 different police officers show up at the same time. One said it's acceptable, one said no, it wasn't. They can't even agree on themselves.
Yeah.
Make a decibel limit. Pay them a stipend to use their cell phones with a decibel meter on it, okay? $10 a month. Easy, sir. Enforce the law as it exists. Any noise that I find coming across my property line is a violation. Fine them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But don't let them just walk away. Public safety issues. Here's a biggie. I mean, the city of Lawrence is famous for home rule petitions. God knows we've had a few of them in the past. How about sending one up to ask that Lawrence be exempted from the traffic camera law? We could be a test case for it. How many times have you been cut off at an intersection? Somebody blowing through the intersection or blowing through a stop sign. How about Shattuck and South Broadway at 3 o'clock at night or in the afternoon?
Yeah.
That's a crap show.
Yep.
Allow the police to get license plates and send tickets out. We could be a test case for Massachusetts. I know it's been bounced around, but again, it's something that should be done. I know there's not much that the police can do. Their policy, and I understand the policy of not chasing these
Right.
guys on motorcycles. In fact, I heard one last night on the, I think it was Andover. They said, oh, a bunch of them are running up 28 towards Lawrence. It's going to be their problem.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
I have in the past. I am a scanner enthusiast. I'm a ham radio operator. I know a lot of places to go on the computer. I like going to one of the flight tracking things and watching the state police helicopter. It looks like they're weaving a bowl of spaghetti. It's great.
Yep.
Orange lines on on a topo map.
All right.
Again,
Let's do the next subject. Public drinking.
public drinking. If somebody is on their front porch, well, obviously they're on their front porch, they're behind the property line between the city and their property.
Right.
And they're not making a spectacle out of themselves, I got no problem with it.
Right.
I mean, use your judgment.
Right.
I mean, again, but somebody walking down the street, somebody sitting on the park bench, it can't be uncommon. The old brown bag,
Yeah. Yeah.
40 ounce half and record. Yeah, you and I remember those ones, right? 40 ounce half and record. What is that?
Capsule ribbon.
Yeah, giant imperial quartz.
Yeah, I remember that.
People
Yeah,
sitting there doing the drinking. I mean, as a thing there, I would like to see them make. I know they've gone to plastic bottles for the nips, the small ones. I would like to see those be made returnables. Okay. I would also like to see water bottles be made returnables. I mean, since they went to returnables on soda bottles and soda cans,
There's not
I mean,
that many.
it has cleaned the environment up to that extent.
right.
But now you're seeing. I hate to see a lot of dead Poland Springs bottles or Crystal Lake things in the gutter. You know. But again, they want to do it. They want to do it. What can I say?
Yeah.
It's common sense.
Yeah.
I am I do have environmental concerns. We only have one environment. Let's keep it the way we can as best we can.
All right. What about drug use?
I am not overjoyed. I saw too much of it when I was in the service.
Yep.
Okay. As a quick story, I come out of the shower, towel wrapped around me, and back then I was a lot thinner, so the veins stuck out a lot better. And there's this one guy. He said, "Man, I wish I had veins like that." I says, "You did it one time, you damn fool." This guy had shot up so much he was shooting up between his toes. Yeah. It is what it is. Too many judges are allowing too many people to walk on drug cases. I hate to say it, and nobody wants to do anything about it. The old NIMBY, not in my backyard, because we need more jails. We do.
Right, we do.
Correctional facilities. Call it what you want.
Yeah.
Slam them in there for 6 months.
Yep.
But again, I'm not for it. I'm not overjoyed with the free needle exchange. I have gone out on too many photo opportunities, and I see people go out there. They're do-gooders. Oh, we're going to go out and pick up needles. I go out there wearing work boots. They're out there in sandals or flip-flops. Yeah. It is what it is.
Okay. All right. Let's go on to the homeless issue. Out-of-towners abusing the system. And what do you think about getting out-of-towners home communities to help Lawrence pay for various benefits?
Okay, way back when, let's see. Lawrence, 2016, 2017, we became, it's when everybody says we became a sanctuary city. We're not a sanctuary city.
Right, I know.
It was another word, another phrase I can't. But I went to all of the hearings and all of that. I went to a meeting that was held in the St. Mary's gym. And the pastor of St. Mary's got up there and he aggravated a few of the Anglos that were there. He says, this meeting's going to be held in Spanish, just to let you people see how it feels to be ignored. It's okay. But I was there and I was taking pictures for a variety of individuals, and I was kind of considered as a press. I was given the press packet. There were, I have it at home somewhere. There were upwards of 75 clergy from the surrounding communities that wanted to make Lawrence become the homeless center. Okay? Now, the 75 communities, I'm going to say there were less than 10 that were from Lawrence. The rest of them were from the Newburys, the Boxfords, the all around us.
Yep.
Send our problem to Lawrence. Lawrence can take care of it. Well, again, Lawrence hasn't done a very good job of it.
No.
Again, we're somewhat involved because of our involvement in something else. It came back to bite somebody for a variety of reasons.
Right.
I mean, there's other people that seem to think that they can do a better job. Fine.
But no one has.
No one has. No one
has. No one
I'm
has.
waiting to see, let's see, next spring, shouldn't TMF be coming up to look to get their permit renewed to use the old Buckley garage?
I guess.
That ought to prove interesting.
Mm-hmm.
The homeless, nobody wants to address it. It's like NIMBY, not in my backyard with them. I don't need them. We don't need them. That's the reason we sent them to Lawrence.
Right.
I mean, again, my own personal philosophy is, I'm going to say 75 to 80% of the money that the city of Lawrence needs to function as a community. And at this time, this budget was $470 million. So I'm going to say well over $350 million came from either the city or the state, from the state or the federal government. My own philosophy is the state is saying, here, just get the hell out of it. Get out of our here.
Yeah.
We don't care what happens in Lawrence.
No.
You're going to sink or swim on your own. And I don't see it swimming.
No.
Well, yeah. We're swimming in a
Mud bath.
yeah, a mud bath. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
But people have allowed this situation to exist. Yeah. Nobody has any solutions. The solutions that do come up that are viable solutions, nobody wants to get involved in because they have to share in part of the problem. In order to solve the problem, they have to be part of the solution, and they don't want to be because they sent the problem to us. It's yours, baby.
Okay, now we're going to go into personnel issues. How well should a candidate's resume match up with job skill requirements, and who makes that decision?
I know that a lot of the personnel decisions are done in executive session. The results of executive session should be thrown out there. Why was this person chosen over that person? Mm-hmm. How does this person's job skill set match up to the skill set that is required on the job?
Right.
Has this individual or any of his family or blood relatives made political contribution? Yes, I'll say it. How many of these jobs are given because of who you know and whatever?
Which brings me to the next one. Should friends and or relatives of politicians be given a favored status in job selection?
Should they be given what?
A favored status.
No. everybody should start on the same step on the ladder, and let them work their way up. Not the fact that, oh yeah, well his niece's grandmother babysat somebody years ago. So it is what it is. I mean, if they want to use, they know somebody because of they've seen them work. That's one thing. But to say I'm moving you up above that person because I know you.
Yeah.
Not what you do, but who you know.
Right.
Again, on the previous show, I went through the union, non-union employees. Let's see, somewhere here, I ended up printing out the 92 people that are on the non-union list. And let's see, let's see. Okay. All of the people that are listed on this page were hired after Mayor DePina became mayor. Okay? Let's see. One, two, three, four. And the top 6 names on this list were also hired just shortly after he became mayor. Let's say 6. So we're talking upwards of about 75 people. No, I won't say 75. I'll say 60 plus people have been hired by the mayor that are non-union. Okay? Do I need to go any further? Do I need to go with the salaries?
Now we're going to get into financial issues.
Yeah.
Should the city be required to know exactly where transfers are coming from and exactly where the budget transfer is going, and why is the budget transfer being made?
Yes, they should. You and I have sat through there. There's no budget transfers on this because this is the first part of the
New
the fiscal year.
Right.
But towards the end of the year, we need to transfer X number of dollars from this account number. That doesn't help me. Is it coming from the Veteran Service Department and is it going to recycling? Why is the money being transferred?
Right.
How did this agency or this department waste this money? How much money are these people getting? Where exactly is it coming from? I look at it and I say, no. Why is there excess money in this budget? Is that what you're doing? Is you're overloading this one so you can pull this crap at the end of the fiscal year? Huh? I mean, this is probably the reason they got sick of me because, I got the snow on the roof, but the brain isn't frostbitten.
All right, so now the last thing is, should developers be forced to mention possible political or financial connections with city officials when they prepare various information during the permitting process?
Yes, they should. Okay?
Yep.
I just went through, I'll say it, I went through the mayor's campaign contributions for the month of July. He got, I think it was $45,000 or $47,000. 3 contributions, 3 $1,000 contributions came from big shots from Capital Refuse, the trash contractor. Duh. Does that say something?
Yep.
I saw the same thing when they were developing the mills. The people from New Hampshire that developed the mills. Collectively between them over several years, they They donated, I think, upwards of about $12,000. I haven't seen them develop a dime since, or donated a dime to anybody.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, one and done. They spent the money. You know, again, it frustrates the hell out of me. I'm a person, I'm as honest as the day is long. Do I like seeing it? No, I don't.
Right.
I really don't. I haven't been part of this political fiasco scene since 2015.
Right.
I've seen a lot of stuff.
Yep.
I'm waiting for everybody's bills to come in. Oh, I do have to say, I did check the mayor's expenses for the month of July. He did spend about $6,800 on signs. Okay. That's answering one question. I'm waiting to see the rest of the people come up with sign costs. I'm living on signs that I've used for the past few years.
Yep.
I'm not sure if you guys had a time you wanted set. It's been going for like 35 minutes now. I don't know if you
We're gonna be
finish.
5 minutes.
I can just cut this out. So.
Okay, no, okay, 5 minutes. All right,
These signs, this is what I came up with when I started running in 2015.
Yeah.
I've ordered, I think, the same signs. They come in quantities of 100 with the metal stakes. They cost me $300 being shipped from Ohio. I had 60 of them left over from the past couple of campaigns. So was I going to spend money on more signs? No, it's not worth it.
okay, so tell the people why they should vote for you.
I'm there. I got a brain in my head, and I have a genuine concern. I don't want to use the fact that I was taught teamwork when I was in the military, but I have used this campaign. I have used this in the past. We are not Chinese. We're not Albanian. We're not Dominicans. We're not Haitians. We're not English. We're not French. We're not German. We're Laurentians. We're in this together, and everybody is out to screw us over. And the only way we can help resolve this issue is we got to work together. I've been there. For. I know the rules. I know the system. Do I want to say it helps? Do I know where the bodies are buried? So yes, it does. There's a lot of bodies that are buried. But again, I'm there. I've shown a dedication. I am one candidate, one of the three candidates, the wannabes, I'll call them, that does not need a roadmap to the city council chamber.
Right.
I can walk it in my sleep. My car can drive it automatically. I'm there. When Brenda and I retire, they will be putting a plaque on the bench, the second row.
Yeah,
no, I don't. No, my bench they'll be saying, thank God he's gone. But again,
yes.
no, I'm there. I am there to help. I do have a very good working relationship with almost everybody in City Hall.
Right.
The basement, the first floor, and the second floor. They get along with me good.
Right.
There's other people that not so much, but.
Right. Anyway, so, yes, so we will be doing, probably the next time we do from the second row, we will be interviewing another candidate.
Yeah.
And, looking forward to, seeing how they feel and what they think they do for the city. And, thank you again for answering questions.
I admit that being the guinea pig, it was a strange feeling, but it's only fair.
Right.
I mean, if they want to build on anything I've said, fine.
Yeah.
I have done something.
Right.
The more people can realize what the issues are in Lawrence, the better off I am. I will be printing up, not the questions, but I will be printing up the whatchamacallit, and if I see any of the candidates tonight at National
Yeah.
Night Out, I'll give them the paperwork.
Right.
And the minimum rules that
Right,
we have.
right,
You want to
right.
sign? You can have a sign
Sign,
similar to this.
right.
That's about it.
That's it, and
Okay.
we will see you in a couple weeks, or we'll see you tonight in
Yeah,
National
tonight,
Light.
I will be.
Right,
I will be
Rich
down
will be there.
I will be down there. I'll have my white and
Yeah.
red T-shirt, Russell at Large. I will have my camera. I will have a pocket full of.
Pens.
I will have a pocket full of.
Pens.
Vote, Russ. I don't know. It's too small to see. Vote, Russell at Large. But
Right.
other than
With
that,
that, we'll see
it
you.
is what it is.
See you in a couple weeks.
See ya.
Bye. Thank
Bye-bye.
you.